Hello guys, Order513 here, Sam, back with another video review. Today we've got the Generation Toy Red Bull. They're not Sideswipe with a beast mode. Three guesses for what he turns into given that name, but we'll get down to the review. So, to start off, we'll have a look at some of the detail. As you can see from even far away, really nice. Get a quick look at that head sculpt there. Very nice, got some reflective blue on the eyes. Wait for it to just focus there. There we go, get the light in. Go further away for that. There you go. You can see that reflective blue, lovely eyes there. I would have quite liked a version with a faceplate. I do always prefer my Transformers with faceplates. But alas, it is very sideswipey. You can see his little horns there, which are quite sharp. Be wary of that if you do get him. He's got his iconic shoulder cannon there. A lot of nice silver detail picked out, some nice gold detail there, bit of metallic red, more gold on the legs down there, more gold on the bull legs, a lot more of that metallic colouring, silvers, reds, golds, very nice, very lovely detail. Some nice moulded detail too with the lines on his hips, with all the little ridges and everything going through him, all the little panel lines. Vents on the side, you know, all that good stuff. It's what you like to see from a Transformer. And although he is quite small in stature, he does feel quite strong. I don't think he's got any die cast in him, none that I could find. Perhaps he's got some little parts here and there, but there's no egregious glaring die cast parts, which is fine. He still feels quite heavy. He's very compact. There's no empty space inside of here pretty much. It's all filled. Same can be said for bull mode actually. That's all pretty much. There is a little bit of hollow space in his legs actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, he's got a shoulder cannon, he's got his gun, which unfortunately does not like to tab in. It's a little bit too, I think that the pegs are too tight, or maybe it's because this is painted silver. I don't know what colour it is originally, maybe the same white as this, but it is actually painted silver, and I think that sort of just makes it a little bit too tight to stay in his hand for too long. If you wrap the fingers around, it does come loose. It'll still stay in, just because of the fingers and the thumb there. But what can you do? Maybe it'll over time get a bit looser in that little hand slot in there. But I suppose we'll see, won't we? Anyway, so we've had a look at the detail. What's next? Go down to some articulation. So the head is on a rotation and a up and down pivot there. I have just noticed actually, if you take a look in there, it appears that whole entire eye section is in fact painted silver, which is pretty interesting. I wonder if you can pop his head off. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a repaint in the future. We've got this gun is on an arrangement of rotational sort of pivots and hinges there. Very squeaky rotation there, and a ratcheted click there. This does move around for the transformation. This gun is supposed to light up, but I don't have the batteries it requires out of the box. It doesn't come with them, not that I know of, unless it's just got a little piece of flash or something in there stopping it from working. But it does, if you press down on this, it'll light up that little end there. So that's a nice feature if that's what you're looking for. Personally, I don't think I'll ever use it, so the lack of its batteries isn't that much of a deal breaker for me. We've got these arms are on full 360 rotation there. It's got a hinge there on the inside, you can see. It's also got a hinge at the outer, so you can use both those together to get quite an array. This arm a little bit more, just because of how it's situated. You can get that up. Well, I suppose, yeah, that's about as far as it'll go. We've got bicep rotation there, double hinged elbow. However, again, just because of the way it works, no matter how you slice it, you'll only ever really get about 90 degrees out of it, just because of the way they work together in tandem. We've got a ball jointed wrist, so that means rotation and a little bit of wiggle in each direction. The hands, we've got a hinge on the fingers and a hinge on the thumb, so you can decide which way you want him to make a fist, put his thumb in and break his robot fingers if he hits something, or with the thumb on the outside. Would be nice if you could make it was maybe a little bit further outwards, just to make more of that shaped fist rather than than this, but what can you do? Move down the waist, we've got a waist swivel there and a nice more or less 90-degree ab crunch, which is nice. You can get them some cool poses with them, utilising both of the joints there and kicking out, and etc, etc. We have a thigh swivel, which does go 360 if you get it just right. There you go. Outwards about that far. These hip skirts can move out of the way if you need them. Down that far. Forward. It's not actually the leg that moves forwards, it's this whole assembly with the hip armour. You can see there on the crotch piece that moves forward. Back, not as far, just because of the sculpt here. Back that far. The knee is double jointed. That's the single joint there, the non-ratcheted one. This is with the ratchet, so you do get a nice over 90-degree bend. The foot there, just go out and in and get some nice inward tilt there. If you bring it out, you can bring it all the way in, breaker's angle. A little bit of toe articulation as well, just for transformation. So that's it with my thoughts on the articulation and such. So for this, we'll start getting down to transformation. So what you're going to want to do first is just bring this gun section out of the way. Just for right now, we'll bring this down, and then what you're going to want to do is rotate this so it comes all the way up, just like so. This will then tab in later on, but we'll just keep it loose and free for now. You're going to want to bring this whole back panel down and just get that out of the way to start dealing with all this. You can see this array of hinges, and well, if the gun wasn't in the way, this array of hinges and clips and such that we have to work on. We'll unpeg the head there and bring it back just on that joint for now. These silver panels on his collar, just bring them up. These will untab and just sort of, as well as you can, really just sort of get everything out of the way and then start bringing it all back in. Yeah, so just bring that out as far as it'll go. Same on this side, just bring it out as far as it'll go. You might run into some issues just because he is a small figure that the clearance isn't great. You then want to pull this bull head out and just sort of get that out of the way. There you go. These silver sections then rotate in and they will tab on the inside there. Again with this one, bring it in, just tab it in. These will then push together and clip into each other, creating his bull chest. You then want to come to the back, untab this grey piece from both sides, just like so. Bring this all back. Then you're going to want to bring these shoulders in. They were on the outside peg. They were on this outside peg. You just want to bring them in ever so slightly, just inside, and it will change up the look of the bull. Tab them in then to the inside slots, not the outside ones, just like so. It'll all click together. This head, you just want to fold in using the array of hinges that it's on. Just fold it into the chest there, however you want to position it. Then, well, you've got a little Minotaur mode there as well if you want that. And then foots around with this. This back panel will then come and tab back into the slot it was in before, just like so. You've then got the bull head. You can fiddle with it a little bit just to get all the articulation you might want out of it. We'll have a look at the articulation later, but for now we'll just leave it. We'll do the finishing touches with the horns and such in a little while. Now we'll come down arguably the most complex part of the transformation, which is the legs. So to start off, you're going to want to untab this panel, this black panel. Bring the light down here. Oh, there we go. Actually, no, I prefer it back up here, don't we? There we go. Just untab this whole panel from itself. Well, it doesn't look like it wants to come today. There's nowhere to really grip. Well, there we go. If you want to, you can grip from underneath here. But there's nowhere to really grip it just because of how tight it all tabs in, which I suppose is a blessing and a curse. So just rotate this up for now. Make sure the legs are straight on as many joints as you can get them. I just like to click down because that is the position you want it in. You then want to grab this tail and pull it up and out so that this little panel flips up. There is another one on the other side. You don't have the tail to pull out of that one. Unhinge this back leg piece, fold it up and over, and sort of rotate this entire silver section 180 degrees around, going inside, so the leg goes on the inside. Straighten these feet out. So you bring that around like so, and then make sure that this, no, that's not, yeah, that is right actually, yeah, that is right. Just like so. So that this is now still on the outside, but it's rotated all the way around this part, and this section is facing 180 degrees, so this is tail section is facing upwards. You will then come to this section, make sure this leg's straight, and this hip panel will tab in, give it a little wiggle. There we go. This panel will then come up. Make sure this little panel here is actually flipped all the way out on this leg. You can see I've got it angled in a little bit. That's how it is all the way out, but I do like to angle it in. Fold up this front panel so that it's flush. This section will then fold down and over, and there's a little tab that will go into this little black slot there. You then want to flip these toe sections in. They will then tab into this white section here. Fold that in just like so. Make sure everything's situated properly. Then bring this panel down, fold this tail section in, and just sort of get this tail out of the way. This will tab together in a short while. So the other side, exactly the same, except for sans the tail. So you're going to want to untab this section using this section at the bottom. It is quite a thin panel, so make sure you don't break anything. Rotate it, untab it from this foot section like so. There's a little peg there, goes into the footholes. Bring this up all the way. You can then take this opportunity, if you wish, to tab these two together. You then want to flip this section all the way up, untab the leg, use this, well, this is quite hard, this part, because there's no tail to pull on. Get this panel just up, like so, there you go, and then rotate it 180 degrees around, same as the other one, making sure that this bull back leg is facing on the outside at all times. There you go, then you can flatten that down. You can then tab those two silver sections together, fold that toe in and tab it back into that white section, same as the other side. That one's come undone, make sure it's in securely. There you go. Up. There we go. And next one. There we go. Fantastic. Okie dokie. So, coming down to these back legs, you want this grey tab to tab into this white slot there. So just pull it and situate it so that it goes in. Oh, seems to be an issue. This grey panel looks like it just needed a little bit of a push. There we go, to tab into that. I wonder if it's on that side. No, neither. There we go. Make sure they're both in. This will then allow this tab to fit in quite, there we go, quite snugly and quite easily. You then want to bring this leg down. It's got this section here. I like to bring it so that unlike this part, it's sort of flattened all the way upwards, gives it more of a bovine look. This panel will then lock into that and create that bull back leg shape, just like so. Stretch that leg out. You can situate it however you want, really. If you want it more like so, you can have it like so. It's all personal preference. Same on the side with the grey tab though. Into there, rotate this leg downwards. Make sure it's all stretched out and positioned how you want it. Tab that section into there, like so. Flatten that leg. Oh. There we go. Just like so. Then we'll come to this top section here. What you're going to want to do is rotate these panels down if they haven't come already. You can see this side has a little bit, just like so. Rotate it so that this, so you can see this panel here fold over. That doesn't look like there. Fold it in like that and then rotate it outwards, and you get that little bit of movement as well. Yep. Okie doke. Make sure that biceps rotated thuswards. Untab it from itself here. Untab this red panel from the underside of the forearm. Rotate this all the way around. This fist will then fold in like so, with the palm sort of facing outwards in the fist. Rotate this section all the way back around, and this little tab here will slot into that little slot in there. You might not be able to see it, so just feel for it and it will tab snugly into there. You then want to use this section to rotate it around like so, and then 2 white tabs will slot into this red piece just like so, and then make sure everything's situated how you want it for the bull mode, and have that red panel to cover the inside of the forearm. Again on this side, so rotate it in, rotate this so that the grey square is facing forward, so you get that little bit of movement outwards there. Exact same as the other one. Make sure everything's untabbed. Bring it around, bring the hand in, bring this forearm all the way back, making sure this panel is untabbed and rotated around. Yeah. Tab this white section back into this red section as we did on the other arm. Like I say, if you can't see it, just have a feel for it, and you'll eventually, as long as you utilize both of these joints on the elbow, you'll just, or you should just, why can't I get it this time? You can hear my review station rattling away there. Oh, there we go. Thumb wasn't pressed in all the way. That should do it. Is that going to do it? There we go. All the way in. Bring this bull leg around and tab it into those 2 white tabs, just like so. Make sure this section is flattened in, everything's situated. There we go. Make use of that little outwards joint. Perfect. Make sure these bull legs are situated how you would want them. Coming up to the close now, you want to bring this whole orientation back. This little slot will tab on the back there, just like so. Bring that down. This handgun will tab into that section there. You can see it will go in all the way, and then stick the bull in whatever position you want him. Bring his horns up, bring them a little bit forward, and there we have, if we bring the camera down, Generation Toys Red Bull in his namesake alt mode. He's really cool. I really do like him. I love bulls. They're a really cool animal in my opinion. A little open mouth there. He's really nice. Yeah, he's a really good looking figure. the back. It's just a very clean. Oh, straighten that tail out actually. There we go. It's really clean, really mechanical look, and it's just a really cool look for Sideswipe. In my opinion, I won't be displaying him as a Sideswipe, although I guess he is technically, even because of his look. But he's just a new IP for me. He's cool. I really do like him. Yeah, some nice detail. No new detail really exposed in this mode. Nothing explodes out or anything. More things just fold and hide away, I guess. Make sure that's flat in there. I guess the feet and the legs are more pronounced now. But apart from that, like I say, there's no new detail really. But yeah, he's really, really nice. These back legs have come undone. There we go. So yeah, we'll get down to some articulation. So you've got this leg rotates on a variety of joints. We have that little tiny bit of in and out, but it does make quite a difference with the posing, obviously, because he's straight up and down, or he's more aggressive. It's nice. Rotation there. The inner rotation is harder to access just because it's ratcheted. I mean, no, it's not ratcheted. I can't remember. Anyway, but it is. Oh, yeah, it's ratcheted on this side, so it will be on the other. It's a little bit harder to access, so this one is probably the one you're going to want to use for bull mode. We've got a little bit of rotation, only minor though. That's more for the transformation than it is anything else, but you can make use of it for poses. We've got this section here, which is the bull leg. Transformation joint allows it to sort of come back and forth like so. Nothing in the inner body. Oh, I completely forgot to rotate this section up and then tab it in to that leg. There we go, like the other side. These back legs do have a rotation. This sort of upper leg joint, not a knee though, does rotate. You've got this lower joint that also is very, very tight, but also rotates. You've got this transformation joint, which can unhinge and pose how you want. And then all of the feet, the front ones and the back ones, are all on the same ball joint configuration, I believe. Oh no, the front feet and the back feet are different. But yeah, they're all on a ball joint, so you can get, you know, rotation, a little bit of tilt on in all directions, which is nice. We have this tail, which is jointed left and right here, jointed left and right here, jointed left and right here, and then it's jointed up and down here, up and down here, and up and down on this end silver part. This gun configuration can rotate up. If you untab it, you can get all the movement out of it that you want, but to keep it tight and close to the body, you're probably only really going to get the rotation from that very squeaky joint there and the ratcheted up and down. The head then, it has a joint, a neck joint here, which is partly for transformation, but it does reveal some moulded detail there, so you can have his neck up, not more proud, or lower to the ground. We've got this joint here on the head. We have a little bit of left and right side to side on both joints, just because of this inner joints, the neck joints looseness, and there is a dedicated sort of left and right on this bit. No real rotation. There's a tiny bit of rotation in both joints, again because the inside one's so loose, and the top one is actually just the left and right working with each other. Opening mouth opens around that far. It's not too far really. So nice silver teeth on the inside, you can see, but none on the top. Oh well. These horns can be folded down like so. You can have more if you want to make like a Cybertronian bull look. Have them all the way down, maybe. I don't know if they have bulls on Cybertron. You can have them all the way up, like so, which isn't really very useful for a bull, because if he rams, he's just going to hit his head. Or have them forward, like I like to have them. It's nice if you can get them in a lot of good poses. well, as many poses as a little red brick can. But he's cool, he's bulky, he's muscly. Kind of ironic for him to go from a muscle car to arguably the muscliest of all animals. Pure Rage Red Bull as his namesake, which is nice. I wonder if he's got wings. But yeah, thank you for watching again. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. I've got 2 more reviews coming your way. It's the 2-pack of Takara Optimus Primes with the J1 reissue and the Bumblebee movie version. They're both very nice figures. I've never had a J1 Prime myself, but I'll talk more about that in the review. So, Order 513, signing off. Sam, I'll see you later. That's me. And yeah, take it easy. Enjoy the review. Definitely pick this guy up. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I know I've been a bit radio silence, but I'm going to try and make more of an effort to make some more reviews. So thank you guys. Take it easy. And question of the day, what is your favourite beast mode? Thank you very much.